Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Going to hand this off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first half, 2nd and 1.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype of the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Tailback with another carry. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
Bruce at the sideline steps out after a short gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's an out route. The catch made. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
Down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Heads out of bounds with a short gain on the play.
Well, this is football today, whether you're watching the NFL or college football. Coaches go for it on 4th down. Here's the opening drive. 4th down on their own side of the 50. Don't even blink. They go for it. To their credit, they pick it up, and they're thinking about trying to get points here on this opening drive.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's complete downfield. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. He'll hand it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's Flores. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return of the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. Snap, looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Try and muscle for the 1st down. Looks like Texas A&M will have the 1st down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the 1st down.
The Aggies looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, down here inside a 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the wideout goes in motion. They'll run it here. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 14, Ohio State 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back to pass. It's Florence. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two, and that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Handoff in a single back formation. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. The attempt is no good. He missed it. The lead remains at 14 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Flores. Short pass finds the tight end. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Field. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, Accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The Buckeyes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Keeping it on the ground here. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Nice 1st down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Oh, here comes the reverse. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Caught near the sticks. Sanchez. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
7th play of the drive coming up. First down, looking to throw the football. He's got it for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, it's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. A very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking to throw it deep. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 35.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Takes it inside the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Final 9 seconds of the half as they line up here in 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Flores. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it at the 15. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. One more play before they head to the locker room. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Ohio State offense offense comes back onto the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's complete on the crossing route. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up the big gain.
Snags the quick throw. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Receiver makes the grab.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And they pick up the first on the ground. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. The back's got it. And the stop made just short of the goal line. They'll put it at the 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot an inch short of a first down.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
No gain on the play. 1st and goal, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's now 2nd and goal.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Ohio State. Still plenty of life left. So with playoff pressure here, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
14.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see what this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down after the incompletion. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Gives it to the back. Running with purpose. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Running play called on 3rd and short. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
But they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
On 1st down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover and then capitalize here with the pick.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Flores. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 21, Ohio State 14.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory down at the 49.
And that's going to be a 1st down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
Throws to the tight end. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to pass. It's Flores. Cut quickly. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Second down, looking to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. The Buckeyes will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. A jet sweep here. Can the receiver get the edge? They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. To the air, it's Flores. Going for a big play downfield. He grabs it inside the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's another interception. We're losing track. The 30. Inside the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught. Completion. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Scanning the field, it's Flores. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before Feiner being brought down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
The pocket breaking down. It's caught downfield. It's a quick tackle, but a solid game moves the ball to the 15-yard line.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there.
Touchdown, A&M. And the route is on.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
To the air, it's Flores. It's It's a quick grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Handoff running right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? He's at the 50. And on that takeaway, the final play of the game. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of